the stories behind the different processes that we are shortly going to look at very much resemble myth. And they are presumably also coming from the unconscious memory of humankind and each one of us, through dreams, through instant revelations, and messages coming from realms not necessarily explicable or material, where this over time formed as a series of different symbolical stories and fairy tale like stories that have a very deep symbolical meaning, mostly psychological. Our gold is not the common gold, they said. It is something else. It is meant to be something else. And Jung, for example, is the one that clearly stated the equation between that gold and the process of individuation. In many texts, you would see images of, for example, the union between the sun and the moon, or the king and the queen in alchemy. They are direct representatives of this, and how it goes through different stages. They are kind of suffering through a process of death and rebirth, which is very typical for all the operations in alchemy, to ultimately merge in a being which is neither male or female, it's both at the same time, a hermaphroditus kind of thing, which combines the two sides of every personality. Maybe we can say soul and spirit, or these two then coming back to earth and being able to live life anew, having gone through all sorts of different challenges and transformations, to be able to perceive reality and life in a new way at a higher level. Coagulation means making solid, of from the substance, extracting the fire, the air, the water, kind of squeezing all of those volatile substances out and leaving just the hard bit in the middle. And this is supposed to be something enduring, something sustaining in a way, but at the same time, something limiting. The idea of this process is to be able to endure something, certain kind of pressure, until the point when it cannot hurt you anymore. And you can gain some wisdom out of the process. I know this sounds a bit strange, but I hope you can imagine it. It's, in a way, going through voluntarily something really difficult, really strong, a feeling of extreme frustration, disappointment, rage, anger. Think of Plutonian and Martian words that can come to mind. And you're doing all this so that something better can be born out in its place. I'm sure you would agree that there are those situations as well where we want to literally be dissolved. We literally want to escape reality by merging, this great longing of merging with another person, or with the community, or with the cause, or anything that will bring us back to the comfort of the womb, allegorically speaking, and prevent us from separating, prevent us from feeling alone, from feeling isolated. Of course, this is an illusion. Being able to use symbols is one of the most healing methods that people have been using through the ages. The symbols of alchemy, the symbols of astrology, of many other things, they are there in order to give us this ability to visualize something without directly participating into it. Being able to kind of sympathize with something just because we give it names and we give it like different symbolical images in our head, without necessarily having to be the one that actually lives it.